God wants you and I to live a life of pleasure. So seriously, I can prove this to you. When God created mankind, he formed mankind, breathed into their lungs, and he placed them in a garden in Eden. Guys, Eden literally means pleasure. In the perfect will of God before the sin and fall of mankind, God designed man to live in a pleasure-based foundation and relationship. The problem was mankind wanted this pleasure without God. It was God's original plan to have mankind live a life engulfed and surrounded by pleasure in Eden. But this is what we saw in the garden, and this is what we see today in everyday life. That when man disconnects from God and goes and seeks their own pleasure and wanting to go eat from their own tree, distance themselves from God, they will go find a bunch of other pleasures that will never truly satisfy. And so we see, especially in America, people are more depressed and more seeking worldly, lustful pleasures than ever before. And it's because they've gotten away from the original design and plan and purpose that God had for us. Psalm 16:11 says that he will show us the path of life. In his presence is fullness of joy, and at his right hand are pleasures forevermore. People who are depressed and seeking pleasure, what they really need is just to get into the presence of God and experience his joy. And what they need is to get close to him at his right hand and experience the pleasures that God wants to give us. When you're connected to God and following his path for your life, you're gonna have joy, you're gonna have peace and righteousness, and you're not gonna want to crave the worldly, lustful pleasure, because pleasure within the will of God was always a part of his original design for us, his creation.